Newport News, Virginia, America crowns the new queen of its merchant marine. She's the 51,000-ton SS United States, the nation's largest and fastest luxury ship. Mrs. Tom Connolly, wife of the Texas senator, launches the $70 million superliner as a crowd of 40,000 watches. The United States can be converted for military use, but her big ambition when she goes into service will be to break the transatlantic record set by the Queen Mary.
She will get a truly British welcome. The Queen Elizabeth speeded up her turnaround by 24 hours for the occasion. The two captains are old friends. The traditional brooms will go up if she beats the record both ways. We don't know what the Queen Elizabeth can do. She's never had a crack at the record, but there's no question of a...
Among the passengers, Miss Morrow, the 53,000-ton new world champion, dives into Southampton Terminal, having pushed the average crossing speed up to 35.69 knots, nearly 3 times that of its predecessor a century ago.
name's Pam, and I was lucky enough to be on the SS United States when I was 11. And now I come to the Perdido Queen in Mobile and show the pictures I have and share my little bit of my story. We left from New York in February of 1963, and it was ice cold. They had to use ice chippers to get the harbor cleared before they could pull the ship away from the dock. And then we went, it was called the West Indies and Panama tour. So we went in that direction, and I was on it for 16 days. It was cold in New York, and as we got down to the Caribbean, it was a lot warmer. They had a swimming pool downstairs inside the ship, and there was also one on the back deck, which sloshed a lot of water when the ship was moving. But at least we got to go swimming. We boarded in New York, and our first stop was Nassau. Every day we went, every day, 2 or 3 days we went to another island. We had plenty to eat. There was special menus every day. Breakfast had a lot of choices. They printed the newspaper every day, which they got from the radio show, with some just to keep informed what was going on in the United States.
So are we having food as well?
And it was just a real experience for me, and it's been fun to talk about it and share the things that I've saved and my parents have saved from the show.
All I know is unless there's another boat that goes out.
Got some
Yeah, I didn't think so.
silverware and dishes from the
Because they said we're gonna
room. This is the main dining room.
But it is dependent because there has some like work. We'll see went to the river and try to go.
That's where we got on in New York. Now, so if you get your car pounded in New York, that's where you go to get it picked up.
I can't do Monday,
Little
Tuesday.
model of the ship.
Are you working this one? And Wednesday, Brian's like okay. Oh, this is
And I appreciate you talking with me. Coming on a little tour to see the SS United States.
I